He texted me instead of the affair partner and exposed himself. I'm still in disbelief. I've been with my boyfriend Alex for 3 years. Great relationship. Never had any mistrust towards him since he gave no reason to. First long-term relationship. Today, we were texting back and forth, just checking up on each other. He asked what I was up to, how my day was, etc. I finished my exam and sent him a screenshot of my grade, and asked what he is doing. He told me he was having a lazy day and chilling at home, playing PS4 with his roommates. Not even 5 minutes later after, he sends me a video of him driving on the highway saying, "Hey baby girl, almost there, can't wait to see you." Based on the landmarks, signs, and the video, it's a city almost 2 hours away. I didn't even know how to respond, and sent a bunch of question marks. He left me unread for 20 minutes and then said, "Oh, shoot, sorry, that's an old video, huh? Good job on your test though." On the video, the dashboard of his car shows the date and time. When I tried to text him back, it wouldn't even deliver. Like I said, I feel like this came out of nowhere. Dude couldn't even come up with a reasonable lie. Not only am I dating a cheater, I'm also dating a dumbass. After an hour, I pulled up to his place and asked his roommate, John, if I can pick up some stuff I left there. Of course he wasn't home. He was surprised I was there and thought that Alex was taking me to dinner and a concert tonight in the city. At that point, I just started crying uncontrollably. He started helping me take all my stuff down. John called Alex, which went through, so he clearly blocked me. He asked Alex what he was doing on speaker, and he said he was with me driving to the concert. John then tells Alex that I'm standing right here with him. Alex immediately goes, "Bro, really dude?" and hangs up. I don't even know who this baby girl could be. Zero idea. There were no suspicious activities or anything that could point to this happening. None. I have been racking my brain for signs, but I am just blanking. I feel so foolish and heartbroken right now. I would have never expected this of him. Edit. I woke up to the most lovely and comforting comments. I'm going through and will be replying to everyone. I had a long drive to my mom's and fell asleep still holding my tub of ice cream. Cookie dough will never betray me. Thank you to everyone. I'm sorry I had to meet such a wonderful group of people in such a sad community. Our first response comes from Sailor Jackin. Damn, that was a lucky break for you. Usually you have to play Sherlock Holmes to find proof. At least you found out. Now it's time to leave. The OP replies, honestly, I'm seeing it that way too. It's crazy to think that if I never got that text, I wouldn't have been none the wiser. I'm sure it would have come out eventually, but this was such a smooth outing, I'm shocked. Stacy RT chimes in, honestly, be thankful to the lords of technology that caused him to out himself because, as you say, there were no signs and he is even lying to his roommates. You dodged a whole missile. It will be rough for a while, but you sound strong. You'll get through this. Next comment from Absinthe and Elysium. Do not take his butt back. Also, good on the roommate for looking out for you. And not only that, but his sorry butt knew he was wrong because he lied to the roommate too. Clearly he wasn't thinking, because what would have happened if the roommate asked you how the concert was and crap? You'd be like, what? And would have found out that way. I love how he's mad at everyone else for his lies. What a child. You deserve so much better than how he's treating you. Another comment from Silverwolf9669. Glad you dodged a bullet. Mr. Right will find you. The OP replies, thank you for commenting. Hopefully one day. I'm just glad I found out now before sinking any more time into this relationship. All things considered, I'm glad I made a somewhat smooth exit. Albeit not the most dignified. Felt horrible for putting John into that situation. Much love to you. Last comment from Mrs. Jingles0729. Get tested. Try something new and fun. Painting class, tennis lessons, hiking group, to help get your mind busy. To which the OP replies, I didn't even think of getting tested. I'm going to go straight to the urgent care. Maybe I'll pick up a few new plants. I appreciate your comment and wish you the best. On to the next adventure. I am so done. I have a laundry list of times when my soon-to-be ex-husband prioritizes his affair partner over our children. It makes me sick. He imposed this custody schedule on me because it's the same as homewreckers. I never agreed. We have nothing formal. Yet he sticks to this schedule with more commitment than he did to his wedding vows. So every time I ask if he can help with our children, he's always busy. We went from being a super tight family of 4 that was together every single day to not even knowing where he is right now. No good nights to my kids, hasn't talked to them all day or night. Today I had a little birthday party for my son. When I asked if he could bring some friends to the activity, I had limited seats. Sorry, I'm not around. Yesterday, I asked if he could watch our son for an hour because our daughter wants to try skiing. I have plans. After, he said he was working late. Pathological liar. I'm not even heartbroken for myself anymore. I'm enraged for our kids. How can a person go from being a loving family man to a POS adulterer who lies, manipulates, and chooses to be an okay dad 50% of the time? I've never been more disgusted and angry in my life. He claims he has seen someone, and he is fine. He claims he doesn't feel any guilt at all. He claims that this is how he rolls. If you haven't read my previous posts, I'm the second wife, and in fact, he just abandoned his first wife as well after a one-time cheating incident. So now he's obsessed with this much younger woman while he is pushing 50. I wasn't young enough for him anymore. Our boring, amazing, beautiful family life wasn't doing it for him, obviously. So he looked for someone even younger to manipulate. She supported me because I wanted to leave you. That's some woman you got there then. A woman who would leave her children, encourage a married man to leave his family, and has interfered and influenced this entire nightmare since the beginning. Sounds really healthy. I wish these sick people could see how delusional they are and how insane they sound. Most of all, I wish they would think of their children first and foremost. My kids shouldn't have to even be thinking that dad cares about another person more than them. How could I not see what a loser he was before I brought kids into this world? I am more than blessed for my babies, but they don't deserve this, and they are suffering. Their deteriorating mental health makes me want to explode. What parent could inflict this pain on their children? He's an arrogant, pompous butt who is outliving his best life, again, while my poor babies deal with the trauma of having their, from their perspective, perfect life decimated. I have no tolerance for not saying goodnight to our kids. I'm so done with him and his stupid affair partner. You can't go through life treating people like this, have no consequences. We are losing everything. He doesn't get it at all. I feel helpless because it falls on deaf ears. He is still living here during his other 50% part-time dad. He is a bully and has an idea of how he wants everything to go, and I am supposed to roll over and let it happen. He is a huge delusional coward. My heart breaks for my kids. How can you prioritize an affair relationship before making sure your children are mentally and emotionally stable is beyond me. A relationship is the last thing on my mind. There are so many other important things to focus on right now. It's surreal to me that this is even my life. I'm just sick for my children. How can I protect them? How can a parent behave this way and think it's okay? Our first reaction comes from Gene Bean Machine. This was my dad to a T. I don't mean to scare you, but it really screwed me up. Get your kids into therapy and do your very best not to put them in the middle or pit them against their father. My mom did her best, but she did a lot of damage to us. I'm pushing 37 and I'm still dealing with his issues. I'm so sorry. You need to just distance yourself from him and try to move on. He's a crap partner and dad. Full stop. Operate based on those facts. The OP replies, "Thank you, and I'm sorry for your situation. I was in this situation as a child, but instead of another woman, my dad chose alcohol over us. So I have dealt with fallout from that all my life, and hence why I'm so terrified and sad for my kids. I know what happens and I can see it, yet soon-to-be ex-husband says they'll be fine. He's so messed up." Our next comment comes from Ginger Superpowers. "Stop listening to him. Research Grey Rock. He's not your friend. He has always thought of only himself. You're only now seeing him for who he is. A liar. Believe that. Move on being the sane mom. You can no longer protect your children from their father, and that's sad. I get it. My 22-year-old son spent Father's Day with me this year. Sad for his dad, but not for me. Your kids will figure it out." Our next comment comes from No Nonsense. "If you haven't lawyered up yet, you need to do so ASAP. He's obviously not playing with a full deck, and you need to protect yourself and the kids. Who knows what money he's spending that is yours too? He's coming and going 50% of the time. Needs to stop. Your lawyer will tell you your rights. I know this sucks now, but stay strong, better days are coming." The OP replies, "I have a lawyer. We are doing all that stuff. He has an apartment and squats at the affair partner's parents' house since they are away. He got a bachelor's apartment, yet has 2 kids. He says I need to leave while he's there. Until we sell our house, this is the hell I will be living in. I'm so sad for my kids. They deserve so much better from a father and a role model. How does he think this is okay to show his kids? I don't get it. Never mind the fact we are still in a shock and trying to accept the fact that he wants out. The poor kids have had to deal with his infidelity as well on top of that. I've never met a more selfish person. On to the next story. Netflix show Fishbowl Wives triggering. I was watching Netflix, and when my show finished, it automatically played the preview for this new show called Fishbowl Wives, where 6 women in unhappy marriages have affairs. It freaking triggered me. I don't care if your marriage is unhappy or unsatisfying. Don't freaking cheat and glorify or justify it because having sex with someone else feels so right for you in the name of being in love. Stuff you. The first reaction comes from Call Me Wiss. I don't understand why they do this. It's like saying it's okay to cheat if you're not happy in a relationship. If you're not happy in a relationship, break up with them and move on with your life. But why cheat? These crap writers are trying to make money on these sensitive topics. Next comment from A. Ethan V. TV and movie writers are so pathetic these days because they don't have an original idea anymore. All they can do is an infidelity porn storyline because it's edgy. Nope, it's boring, unoriginal, and romanticizes the emotional destruction of others for selfish gratification. Do better, writers. Next comment from RyDub69. I feel you on this. I don't know of the show or nor have I watched it, but I feel the same. You see a lot of stuff acting like cheating is a positive or something. Things like giving reasons or excuses to cheat. There is no excuse. I don't care if you are a guy and your wife hasn't put out in months, or a woman and he is emotionally not there for you. There's no excuse if your answer is to cheat, then just end the damn relationship and move on. Cheaters literally have no idea how mentally screwed up cheating does to the person cheated on. Our final comment from Majestic Finish. My, now ex, wife and her 3 female best friends all started having affairs in 2019. They all encouraged each other to do so. My ex-wife also encouraged my sister-in-law to have an affair. My brother's wife. They have 3 children as well. Divorce is all around.